Hey there everyone, and I thank you guys so much for tuning in to yet another episode of my orchid adventures with me, Maria Young. Okay folks, so here we are with our two Vandas that have been under wraps. As you guys know, we've been using the wrap method on this, hoping to promote new growth and also Keikis perhaps on this stem right here. And if you guys have not watched the prior video that talks all about the wrap method, I would strongly suggest that you do so that you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And I will post that link like somewhere right here. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today, as I had suggested in my other video, that we really want to go ahead and check out what's going on underneath this wrapping at least about once a week. We want to make sure that there's no fungus promotion that's going on in there, no bacterial, no germs, nothing negative that could be happening with our orchids. So basically that is what we're going to do today. We're going to go ahead and undress these little guys, and I'm hoping they're not bashful because we are going to find out exactly what is underneath. Now folks, I would not be surprised if nothing really is going on underneath here. Again, we've only been doing this about 3 weeks now, and as you guys know, sometimes new growths can take quite a long time, especially to see some considerable changes. So I wouldn't be surprised if it actually would take about a month more to notice some definite changes. But again, we just want to make sure that nothing bad is going on. And we also want to take the opportunity to clean out the stem area as well. And here we go folks, we are just unwrapping, unraveling, checking out what is going on. Oh my, oh don't be bashful little guy. It's alright, it's just us. It's nothing we've never seen before. And by unwrapping them folks, it's really going to give them a good chance to breathe. And I think I'm going to leave them for the remainder of the day just to get some fresh air and to completely dry out. And folks, just as a reminder, please be gentle while you remove the wrappings. You definitely don't want to remove any roots in the process. And folks, please don't panic if you notice that the rings on the stem area appear to be very dark, even blackened, because you have to understand that this has been under wraps for a while and it is saturated with water. Usually when it dries, you'll notice that that ring will actually lighten up in color. Okay, so now that they are fully unwrapped and we've given them a chance to regain their composure, we're going to go ahead and check out how they're doing now. Oh my, and folks, please excuse the audio. I know it sounds horrid. It's like a little mini hurricane going on in my garden right now, showing the change in weather right here in Florida. But again, look here, we're at least very fortunate for the great sunshine. Okay, so going down the stem area, we are beginning to notice some nubbins all throughout the stem. Now, right now, it's a little bit too soon to know exactly if these will come to full term, but there is certain plumpness that is beginning to develop on the stem area, so that is good news. Indeed, nice plumpness going on right here, folks. A definite swelling and a definite change that's going on. And throughout this stem area, we are noticing definitely about like 4 nubbins and swell points that are starting to protrude out of the stem. And with this little guy right here, nothing too major, but I will say that I am noticing 2 definite nubbins coming out of here. And let me see if I can focus. One right here and also one right here. So these 2. And if we take a look at the stem, there's a bunch of minor lumping up going on, but again, we don't know if they're going to come to full term, so we'll have to see exactly what happens, right? Okay, so now that we've given you an update on these 2 Vandas and what appears to be going on with them, we're going to go ahead and sanitize them now, and we're going to do it in somewhat of an unorthodox manner, something that is not commonly seen or used. But of course, if you guys don't want to use what I am using, you are free to use peroxide or alcohol or anything you feel can sanitize your orchids. And here we are, folks, in my Amazon jungle, and what to my wondering eyes should appear. And this, my friend, is my weapon of choice, so we're just going to go ahead and pick us a stem or two. Just like that. Okay, have you guys guessed what I will be using today as a sanitizing and cleansing method for these Vandas right here? That's right, folks. This is aloe vera. That is what we're going to be using, 100% organic, straight out of my garden aloe vera. So I was having a discussion with a dear orchid buddy of mine on YouTube, and she had commented that wouldn't it be absolutely fabulous if we could find a way to rejuvenate some of the new growths that actually have become stunted, or they fizzle out, or they dry up, and if there was some form of way to rejuvenate them to the fact that they would bounce back and then again continue to grow. And I thought that was absolutely fabulous, and unfortunately I don't know of a way, but she did ask me perhaps could I try to research and find a way. And you guys know I am quite the adventurous orchid grower, and I definitely like to find new and different methods to rescue, grow, and also promote new growths on orchids. So I decided to take on that challenge. Now, not saying that I found a way quite yet, but indeed I wanted to tell you of something that I did learn in that adventure of researching. Okay, so I am positively sure that you guys already know how beneficial aloe vera can be. And folks, aloe vera is actually miraculous in many of the things that it can do, with of course having the antibacterial agent within it, also moisturizers and vitamins and minerals, amino acids and cerulic acid. I mean, all sorts of things in this miracle plant right here. Now, what I didn't know is the fact that there are actually growers that use this in propagating their plants. Now, when I say growers, I'm not talking about orchid growers. I'm talking about your common garden growers growing different types of plants, but none using it on orchids until now, because that is what I am going to be doing. Now, of course, folks, I am not absolutely positively sure if this will work on orchids, but of course you guys know, again, I am the adventurous grower, and I am always willing to take one for the team, especially if I feel that I am going to learn and benefit from the whole experiment. So that is what we're going to be doing today, is using this beneficial, very organic, very natural substance that is found in aloe vera. Now, the type of aloe vera that I am using is not actually the humunga-dunga huge aloe vera leaves that you commonly see in grocery stores. This is actually smaller, and it's not as watery as the ones that you normally see. This actually has such a consistency and is somewhat slimy but really holds. So I use this for everything, and I believe that this will also be good to use on the plants as well. And I'm going to show you an easy and fun way. At least it's very fun for me, but of course you guys know it doesn't take that much to entertain me. So, but I'm going to show you exactly how to use this in a very easy way. So all we're going to do is we're going to take this plant, we're going to take a segment, split it down the middle, kind of open it up, and you see all of that wonderful, lovely, potent gel right there. Kind of mush it up just a little bit, and guess what, folks? We're ready to go. So we're just going to take this segment with the gel, and we're going to go ahead and flip it where the gel side is actually going to be on the plant. And guess what? We're just going to smooth rub it right onto the stem area, just like that. You see how simple that is? And look at all that gel just coming onto the stem area. So nice. And we're just going to make sure we just go ahead and saturate and go ahead and wipe all of that lovely, miraculous gel right onto the stem. And we're going to go ahead and do that throughout the entire stem area. And just to talk to you a little bit more about why gardeners use this to propagate their plant. Again, because of the antibacterial agent that is in the aloe vera solution, it actually fights off the mold, mildew, anything that would want to attack the plant and cause it harm. And also, because it has so many minerals, cerulic acid, amino acid, all sorts of things in here, it also is a big pick-me-up or perker. So indeed, it is a good method to aid and heal a sickly, recovering orchid that is in great need of new growth. And new growth can come about because this also has so much minerals and also vitamins and is such an energy booster for the plant. So it does have something that is also healthy for the plant, in which it can actually promote new growth. So that is why growers use this, and now that is why I am also using this for orchids, and we will see if this works. And also, folks, what I plan on doing is actually taking this gel, this solution right here, and mixing it with water, and then putting it in a spray bottle, and then I'll also be spraying my orchid down with this as well. Definitely spraying the wrap so that it can saturate into the actual orchid stem also. So yeah, that's going to be my other method, is to definitely give them the nutrients from this aloe vera plant. So we'll see how that works, folks. Now, if you don't have aloe vera plants, you can purchase aloe vera gel and solutions straight from the store. So definitely no worries, you can find it there. Now that we've allowed her to get some fresh air, and we've also cleaned her up a bit and give her some extra energy boost, we are going to go ahead and wrap them back up, continue with our wrap method, and definitely I will come back to them again and give you guys an update in about a month or two, where hopefully we will see some considerable positive changes in these orchids right here. And here, folks, I wanted to give you guys an update on the Vanda that also went through the wrap treatment. This is the one that had started to develop new growths. And of course, you guys did see that it did start developing roots. And here it is, folks, that wonderful, wonderful new growth of root right there. How fabulous is that? And it's growing quite well. But not only is that root growing quite well, we are also noticing green nubbins throughout, also coming right along and aiding this plant to full recovery. Now, of course, I have to admit this has lost one leaf, and as you see here, this leaf is beginning to yellow and eventually will die away as well. I actually don't believe that this is going to grow any further. What I do think, folks, is that eventually a keiki will grow from this stem area. At least that's what I think, and we're just going to have to stay tuned. And now that this Vanda has this root and also is growing other new growths, it's not going to be feasible anymore to do the wrap method. So what we've done is taken a container and filled it up with moist moss, and I have it very loose. I don't compact it in any way. We're just trying to provide moisture for the plant. So basically all we've done is put the Vanda in the container, then we just add and sprinkle more moss around it. Again, not compacting it in any way. And that's it, and that's all, folks. We mist it down from time to time, and then we allow it to continue to grow. And I thank you guys so much for tuning in to yet another episode of my Orchid Adventures with me, Maria Young. And if you guys like this video, I ask you guys to give it 2 green thumbs up. And if you want to stay tuned for more videos such as these, please be sure to subscribe. And if you guys want to follow me on my Facebook adventures, please be sure to do that as well. And you can do that at My Orchid Adventures right on Facebook. And also, folks, if you guys want to contact me via snail mail, you can do that as well at the following address right here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to yet another orchid adventure, and you guys already know I love you all. Mwah!